All right. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the So Anyways podcast. This is your host, Yamil. Follow us, my co host, Max,
Hey, hey.
and D'Angelo.
Here.
So, I just want to start this off by saying a little pilot story that I had recently, okay?
For those of you who don't know, Yamil's a pilot.
Well,
In case
Glad
he
we
hasn't
don't
said
be
anything.
pilot.
Yeah, glad he, in case he never brought it up.
I'm soon. Hold on. I didn't get my professional pilot license yet. Not
He's
yet.
a plane boy.
But, okay, so.
Propeller go.
I went. Propeller goes. Oh man,
Yamil's
okay.
the one on the road trip. Was like, look, a plane. It's like, yeah, nigga, we know. What
Hey,
planes
bro,
look
for
like.
real though, like I'll be walking
That
out my
plane
gym.
looks like a bottle. Blah blah
Oh,
blah
yeah,
blah.
that's a motherfucking P8567 right there. Oh yeah.
Oh, that's got a good engine on her. You hear that purr?
Hear that purr?
No, but no, seriously.
Coming in a
though.
little low, huh?
Hey, for real though, this is one time where I was like, "Hey, that airplane's
Oh,
being
no, we were
stupid
driving ho-
low."
we were driving
yeah,
home.
yeah. I was telling Max, "Yo, that airplane is stupid low." Popped into the news that it landed in a subdivision.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Like
You'll
in just the middle of the
you'll
street.
Imagine you go for the mail and it's just a
Airplane.
747.
There was no injuries.
Yeah,
And, like
luckily
the
it was
people
just-
inside, like they just got like scraped up.
Yeah, it was just a Cessna, like one of those small airplanes that you normally see around here, the single engine.
Oh,
with,
yeah. I
Yeah.
got you.
plane on top.
Just didn't make it.
Or it's got a wings top. But no, so
Wings.
it was
Wingstop.
me and a couple of pilot buddies, right?
Ah.
We
Pilot buddy.
we wanted to do a flight from the Sugarland Regional Airport
I'm sorry,
all the way
wait,
down to San
I'm sorry to keep interrupting, but
Yes.
do you and your pilot buddies always walk around in slow motion in
Do you all wear aviators?
yeah,
Oh, dude, no,
aviators
all of
and
us wear
brown bomber
aviators.
jackets?
I wear the brown leather jacket.
Of course you do.
Everyone else had like just like a regular like sports sweater. But
Top
everyone
Gun
had
motherfucker.
hey, you know what's funny? We set our
Do they all wear overly tight T-shirts?
actually yes. Everyone also works out.
You guys heard it here first. All the pilot stereotypes from the 90s are still true.
Hey, but all right. So we have this one guy, right? He's from India. He's a super cool guy. And then we have another dude who's a 6 foot. He's a 6'4" or 5" German guy. No, 6'4" German guy.
Damn.
Super tall dude, thick German doctor accent, right?
Richard?
No, not Richard.
Oh.
I'm
No,
dropping
no, no.
names.
No, Richard's a homie.
Yeah, Richard's a homie for sure.
Okay.
Hey, Richard, if you're hearing this, bro,
We love you. We
bro.
miss you.
Hey, but so we set the departure time to 7:00, and you know what? Every single one of us still had our aviators, even though no sun was in sight.
Of course.
So we flew over to San Antonio, right? The flight was smooth. Everything was great. This is
Why did you go to San Antonio? Tell the people
Oh,
why
yes.
you went.
This is your
Yes,
pilot
yes.
speaking.
So,
the flight is smooth and
this
everything's going
this
great.
is the cool shit about just being a pilot. So if you and your pilot friends, right, are just talking about shit and it's like, oh man, I saw like a really cool restaurant out in Miami. Literally, you can go, you want to go? And then boom, you're there in Miami that day. You come back later that night. You show back up to work, and you're like, oh hey, yeah, you remember that really trendy restaurant out in Miami, bro? Here's a picture of me eating the fucking food, dude.
I brought you a doggy bag.
Yeah,
You
here's
know
a
that
souvenir,
sandwich
bro.
from the picture? Here it is.
Yeah, dude, no, that day made me realize, like, oh, what I'm doing is cool. Oh shit,
Homeboy just flew to San Antonio for a
just
late night
oh yeah,
dinner.
just to eat at a restaurant called like I think it was Down in the Grub or something like that.
Shit, I'm gonna start calling your ass to Uber Eats. Shit. Hey, I heard
Uber
this
Air.
I heard of this real cool restaurant out in South Carolina. Hey, go grab me some shit real quick. Quick 4-hour jump.
There we go. But yeah, no. So we went over there to go eat at this restaurant, and they want to do a night flight because my buddy, we're gonna call him V, and actually we codenamed him Velvet Thunder, which is hilarious. So we're gonna just call him Velvet Thunder for now, and
It
then
sounds like a story.
the other guy, the
but
doctor.
We're gonna move past it.
So Velvet Thunder is still trying to get his. Yes, no, we're still doing this.
All right, for sure. I wasn't prepared, but now I'm ready.
So he wants to still, or he's trying to still get his instrument rating. So we wants to do so basically
Just
just
go to the
like
general and save the time.
God damn it, Max.
All right, Shaq.
So we wants to do some more night flights because I think he had like 17 hours in, and then our buddy, we're gonna call him the doctor, the German guy.
You already said his name.
No, I didn't.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. No one knows his name except for me.
Sir German.
Yes, Sir German. So yeah, doctor guy, right? So he he already has his instrument rating, so he was there as a safety pilot just to make sure everything was nice and safe. And so when we flew over there, right, it was a great flight, no turbulence, no nothing. But when we got to San Antonio, well, let's just say we couldn't find the fucking airport. So
Wait.
so
You couldn't find the
we
airport?
could not find the airport. Now you
Well,
may
how
think
real quick. How big was the airport? Was it like a commercial airport?
it's the San Antonio public airport.
The public airport.
The
You couldn't
public
find the
airport.
public airport.
like some Bush International type shit.
Yes, bro.
Oh my god.
Now here's the thing: you think it's easy, right? It's like, oh, either look for a black strip or something that looks like straight fucking lines,
It's like
right?
yeah, a giant lit up building
Bro.
with planes.
Bro, it looks like the rest of the fucking city.
Oh,
and what you're
boy.
trying to look for, right, is a beacon that throws a blue light, white light, and a green light. Okay, in a city filled with flashing fucking lights. So we're up there going,
Fuck.
is that it? So we have a map, right, that shows us where we are relative to the fucking airport.
Right?
And we'll be like, okay, so this is general area. And we'll be looking at the floor like, is that it? No. Is that it? No.
Hey, yo, homie, this is a map of California.
Bro, we were
Is
there.
that it? No, it's a goddamn Whataburger, man. Get out of here.
Bro, we were flying around in the sky for like almost 15 minutes. And then right next to the San Antonio Public Airport, there's a military air base.
Oh no.
So- yes.
So you died.
Oh, yeah, no. I'm dead right now, guys.
Yeah.
He's
Bad.
chilling on Facebook.
Oh, yeah, dude. I'm chilling on
Oh,
Facebook. I'm just an AI from Facebook right now. But so we found an airport, right? And we're like, oh, sweet, there's the airport. We started contacting it, and then they're like, hey, this is the United States. This is the United States military property. This is not the San Antonio private airport. Please turn around, or
You have-
else we're gonna have to send interceptors.
You have 2 clicks to get the fuck out of
Yeah.
here.
So luckily though, we're like 8,000 feet. Once you drop below 3,000, then they're like, "Hey, so are you cool with getting shot down? Because that's what's about to happen."
Really?
Yeah.
They were like, you're gonna get shot down.
Yeah, if you go
Are you alright
below
with that?
3,000
Oh,
feet.
Do you consent to get shot down? It's all about consent.
Yeah. So eventually we like kept trying to so we kept spinning in a circle, right? So we kept going in a loop, and eventually we found it, right? So we keep asking, towers like, hey, where's your position, shit like that, and they'd be telling us like, oh, we're over here, turn like 350 or some shit. So we'll turn the aircraft 350 so we can give us a
And
better
bust a
look.
right at that cloud, and then go down by that bird. And
Actually, no, we had a situation like that.
Oh,
So
really?
yes, eventually me and the doctor found the San Antonio private airport. Now, here was the problem.
There was- no, what-
Velvet Thunder.
I thought the other thing was the problem.
Oh yeah, no, we have multiple
Oh
problems.
shit.
And in fact, we almost died while trying to land. So yeah, so Velvet Thunder unfortunately could not find the airport. So while we were over here going like, oh yeah, that's the airport. It's like right there. All you gotta do is just bank it left. And then he's like, hey, you know what's crazy? You guys found this? I don't even know where it is, and I'm supposed to be landing, y'all.
Oh my
And we're like,
goodness.
oh, all right. So there was these towers that are like throwing red beacons out. So we were trying to like tell him like, hey, look at the 2 red glowing towers. Look left, a few spaces, and he's like, wow, a great. No fucking clue. So
Hey,
That's
this
great.
guy's trying to be a
That's
pilot.
great advice.
Yeah.
Good job, guys. Also, don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
yep. So we're like, yeah, just look at the red towers, and then like a few lights down. So like you're gonna see like this weird like looking building with a couple of lights, and then boom, you're gonna see the beacon. He's like, nope, no
Not
beacon,
even a
bro.
little bit.
So eventually, he figures it out, and then we request our landing, right? So we get it approved. So here's the thing: you got like about a few minute window, like I think it was like 3 to 4 minute window, maybe 5 minute window of like genuinely trying to land, or else your time's up. You gotta let the other guy land, okay? So the problem was we were a bit too high, so we had to go.
No, we're high.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we were. No, I can't even joke about that, because if I joke about that, then it's like, hi, this is the FAA.
We come to take your pilot now.
So, so we were too high, so we had to make a really steep descent. All right. So, what happened was while we were trying to, actually a little bit before that, while we were trying to, show I almost dropped his name, though, Velvet Thunder.
Almost.
While we were trying to show Velvet Thunder where the airport was, right? Eventually he did figure it out. Then we had a problem of, oh shit, which one is Gulf 18 right, which is the strip that we're trying to land. So there was Gulf 18 right, Gulf 18 left. Gulf 18 right was the short airstrip for small airplanes. Gulf 18 left was the big airstrip for the airliners.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, yeah.
So you died a second time.
A second time, yeah. So here's the thing. When you're flying from an area that you know to an area that you don't know, especially to an airport you don't that's new to you, they'll send you a map of the airport, right? Or you download a map of the airport, right? So you can figure out, okay, what's Gulf 18 right or Gulf 18 left or whatever, right? So we got lost, or actually the doctor was saying, hey, Gulf 18 right is over here, which is in fact Gulf 18 left. So we had a little bit of an argument going on between us, and eventually we figured it out. But then when we came down the land, we came in so steep and pretty fast that, we had to do a little bit of some, I don't even know the military term, some slips, right? We had to do some slips, which is basically like you're doing like a Tokyo drift in the sky. And so,
Dun, dun, dun,
yeah.
dun.
So we're coming down decently fast, and then when we're right about to hit our wheels down first, okay? What happened was it looked like he had the aircraft low left, so he hit the left wheel on the back first, yanked the aircraft, right? Snow smashes down, right? Our whole right side's still up. We start to feel the tail rise up, and then Velvet Thunder yanks the bitch to the right, smashes the other wheel down, and then we roll by. And it happened all so fast that we all kind of just sat there and just accepted it. That we're like, oh, well, we're going to be in the news. We're going to be in the hospital. We're stuck in San Antonio. Like, shit. And we're going to probably pay like $15,000 to repair this aircraft. Fuck.
When you're dead.
Yeah. Hey, yo, for real though?
Posthumously.
Me and the doctor agreed. Once we felt the tail went up, it was kind of like we just accepted it. Was like, all right, we're about to go bankrupt.
All this for a fucking chicken sandwich in, in San
For
Antonio.
You know what's ironic?
Pastrami.
Yeah,
Oh,
it was a
no.
pastrami sandwich.
Wait,
it really was?
It really was.
This
Bro, I have a
motherfucker.
recording and everything, bro. So we landed. We go, oh my God, we could have died. Oh. So, so we landed it right, and Velvet Thunder was a bit shook. He was like, I don't understand what went wrong there. Everything was like fine, and then it just didn't go fine. And we were like, we will explain when we go to the restaurant. As far as right now, we're alive. Good landing. Let's go.
We never.
Let's
speak
go
of
get our
this
pastrami
again.
sandwiches.
Let's go get the sandwiches. They actually got burgers. I was the only one that got a pastrami sandwich.
Of course you are.
Yeah.
Didn't that tell you
You
something?
have an addiction.
Fuck you. So we parked our aircraft at this hangar called a Millionaire. Okay, so this is when I also realized one more time where I was like, oh, this is Rich Boys Club, because we go inside. We ask for
Well, with a name like Millionaire.
Yes, no, you're right. So we
Yeah,
go
it's
inside
definitely
and
not crumbs in there, big dog.
yes. So once we get inside, right? So they're saying how like, oh yeah, we can rent a car, right? So while we were over there, they were like, oh yeah, we do a 2-hour or we give you out a rental car for 2 hours complimentary, all right? And we were like, oh shit, that's fucking awesome. Give us the best car you got. So they gave us a Mercedes, right? It was like I don't even know what the
G-Wagon?
fuck it was. No, it definitely wasn't G-Wagon. It was a sedan, but it was nice as fuck, dude. Stupid nice. So nice, we couldn't even figure out how to put the bitch in drive. There was no traditional gear shifter. So we were just stuck.
You had to throw
In-
$100 bill at it, and then it started.
Bro, they had LED strips inside and everything. It was going
What the
red
fuck?
and shit. But yeah, we couldn't figure out the parking and drive. It was like a truck. It was in the wheel. So then we went out to go to eat at the restaurant, right? Yeah, it's weird. So we went to go eat at a restaurant. We parked the car, and we had this. Oops. We parked the car, and there was this Toyota Camry just sitting right in front of us. All right. And now there's these pretty chicks inside this car, right? And so we're looking at them, looking at us, and then we can immediately see them like prepping themselves. So we start laughing. We're like, haha, like that's funny. They're out here like waiting for a date or some shit. Until we got out the car, they get it done. They get out of the car. Then guess what? They come to us, and we go, whoa, whoa, wait a minute. And then it just dawned on us real quick. It's like, oh shit, they think we have money.
I don't get it, guys. You think it was the Millionaire hangar or the fucking
Or the
Mercedes
fucking Benz.
with no gear shift?
So we were like, oh shit, this is fucking wild, dude. So we go in, and they're like asking us, like, hey, how you guys doing? What do you guys do? Obviously, we let it slip. Oh yeah, we just flew here just to go eat at this fucking restaurant. And they go, oh, y'all are pilots. And bro, It's like legs flew wide open. You're like, wow, this was easy. So we go eat, right? And then, okay, I can't even drop her name. But this one chick that I had with me this whole time, okay, was being stupid aggressive, trying to just obtain me. Grabbing my thigh. Dude, grabbing my thigh, grabbing onto. But I was sexually harassed. She was grabbing my junk and everything. But you know what? I was like, ooh. So, and then the worst one was whenever our waiter came back, she was trying to give us water. So she had her arm in between mine and the chick, right? And then the chick grabbed my fucking nuts, and then I jolted up because, you know, this shit just don't happen to me. And then I hit the lady in the arm, and she spilled the water a little bit. And I was like, oh, listen, I'm so sorry. Then I looked at the girl. I was like, what the fuck are you doing?
What's wrong with you, bro? I was just trying to get this fucking nourishment, and you're out here just
You're out here
being
grabbing,
promiscuous.
out here grabbing my shit. I'm being sexually harassed the whole time. Yes, the whole time. But we had to get out of there because we only have the car for 2 hours. So once the 1 hour 45
Then we
minute
had to
mark
start
hit,
paying.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry. Did that ever slip into the conversation? Like, hey, we
Never.
gotta get out of here. We have to take the rental car back.
Dude, bro, we were super slick about it. We were
Oh,
like,
boy.
oh yeah, no, we were just trying to eat here, you know. We gotta fly back. And they were like, oh, take us with it or take us with you. And we're like, yeah, no, we can't, you know, cause it's only just us.
Who
So
goes out to dinner and it's like, man, we're about to go get some good food, meet some pilots, and they're like, hey, take us back to your city.
For
Like,
real, I
I'll
don't
leave
even
my
know.
car in this restaurant parking lot. Let's fucking go.
No, yeah, it sounded like they were ready to just ditch whatever life they
Dude,
had.
no, I feel you were just trying to just
It's
catch
that,
some rich dude.
It's that old like romance novel type shit. Oh, sweep me off my feet, take me away.
Yeah, no. So yeah, no, we had to
As
rush
long as
back.
you have money.
Yeah.
We had to rush back to the Benz, right? And like for real, we had to like tell basically the lie to their face like, oh yeah, you know, we only got like 4 fucking
Oh
seats.
yeah, we
Like,
gotta
we
meet
can't
Drake
do
back
this.
at the plane. P Diddy's always mad whenever we're late. You know, whatever. Jeff
So-
Bezos. Oh, Jeff, what do you want, Jeff?
So we get back to the aircraft, right? And actually, we bring it back to the
Millionaire.
yeah, to the hangar, the Millionaire, right? And in there, they have a Pirates Lounge, which, wow, that was
Wow.
nice. It was a movie theater. They had a little cigar room, a little bar. They had massage chairs. They have you know what a zero gravity chair is,
No.
bro? It's a chair, like
Oh,
it's like a normal chair, right?
so I can sit?
So you know how a recliner, right, brings you back. So
Yeah.
it's like a recliner, but it doesn't stretch out. It just keeps
straight
you
up
back.
into the air.
Yeah, it points you straight to the fucking ceiling, but it relieves pressure off of your lower back and your hips and shit. It feels
Yeah.
amazing.
Dude,
Feels
so
great.
what it sounds like to me is because I don't like planes, but I'm gonna go become a pilot and just never touch a plane. Like, keep that bitch on me on the side, just vibe out in this pilot's lounge.
That's what. Yeah, no, dude, it was an amazing Pilots Lounge. And then, so when we started flying back, we hit the worst optical illusion I've ever seen. So as we were flying back, we asked for a weather brief, and they were telling us how there's zero visibility, there's a heavy fog on the ground towards Sugarland. And we are like, okay, that's cool, we're flying. Like,
Oh
that
yeah,
we
I
shouldn't
can't
worry.
see in
Yeah.
the air. Psh, whatever. Bro.
yeah, I mean, we were thinking like it's fog. It
I'll
doesn't
land,
go up.
I'll land with just straight vibes. That's how I find my way.
So we take off and start flying to Sugarland, and so what happened is you see the city is all glowing, you know, and typically the way you can see clouds, since the city, you know, obviously have lights, you can see like darker patches of the sky, and that's usually the clouds.
Mhm.
And so we're flying straight towards Sugarland, and dog, we just saw a wall of black.
Oh my goodness,
There is no light, there's no nothing. So it looks like to us
death.
just clouds from the floor all the way up to the sky.
Yeah, that's
and
what-
yes, it
that's-
looked like that.
That's what fog is.
Well, fog doesn't
That's-
go
that's
from the
why they
floor
weren't
all the way up to
scared.
the heavens.
Your
Max.
words can't hurt me. I don't know what fog
Yeah.
is. Get out of here with your weird weather words.
So here's the worst part. So this is why we actually got a little bit genuinely nervous, is
Again.
because
For the third time.
oh yeah, multiple times. Yeah, no, when you're a pilot, you get a lot of scenarios where you're like, fuck it, let's see what happens. not to
You
get anyone
accept
scared
that
or
license
anything.
and you accept death at every corner.
You accept that there's a chance that, you know what, this one's gonna be your last. So
Jeez.
as we're
It's kind
flying,
of a
right?
sad
yeah,
profession.
they didn't tell me that in
Hey,
Top Gun.
Yeah.
I was
listen,
like, wait, I guess they
That's
did tell me
why
that
that's
in
why
Top
they
Gun.
love life,
Yeah,
man.
never pull the chute.
Ooh,
Mm. No, so for us it looks like clouds, and here's the problem: our instruments, we don't have
The
good instruments to
saxophone.
fly.
Quick, grab the trombone. We're going down.
Rip the cowbell.
Hit an F sharp.
No, so if you don't have the instruments that you need to fly inside of a cloud, the FFA, statistically speaking, you got 90 seconds till
The
you
kids
die.
who raised cows in high school.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
horse girls?
The horse girls
Oh,
coming to the
no.
rescue.
Yeah, no, those guys told us that we were gonna die in 90 seconds if we fly inside a cloud.
If someone who raised a cow told me I'm about to die in 90 seconds, I'm gonna believe them. Look, you see Mr. Whiskers, bro. You know I'm an authority on shit.
Yeah, but here's the other problem. We also didn't believe it because we believed, that you'll die in 90 seconds if you fly in a cloud because you either stall the aircraft out or you smash the ground. But the problem was, it's like, this is Texas. There's no fucking mountains. There's no hills, at least in our region. What the fuck is this wall? Like, it can't be a
the
fucking
Houston
cloud.
Tower, the Houston Tower building.
Bro,
whatever the
it
fuck's
literally looked like a wall from the floor all the way up to the sky. So we kept flying toward it and toward it and toward it. And all of us were like, every time we get more closer and more closer to it, we're like, is this a good idea?
Wait,
Like,
so how long were you just flying straight?
Yeah,
just
bad.
like
How long were you like?
you could have
staring
easily
at
just
it?
no, the
like an
whole,
hour, just like,
hey,
guys. I know I've said it a couple times, but
we could easily turn left
I
or right.
don't think
but
this
we're not
is
gonna
a good
do-
idea.
Nope, we
So,
didn't.
Yeah, no, you said that 20 minutes ago. We're still fine.
So you know what's funny? We didn't even move away from it. We just kept flying straight.
Why?
Every time
For
we were
how
like,
long?
oh, until we actually hit it. Well, here's why, though. So we kept flying closer and flying closer, right? Every time we're feeling more uneasy and more uneasy because we're like, none of us can fucking understand what the fuck we're seeing.
You're just dumbfounded by the wall.
We're exactly. It's like we see the city lights and then no more city lights. It's just pure wall of black.
Y'all are the pretty white girl in the horror movie. Like, I wonder what that is. Let me go investigate.
And then
Let's
we
find out what
smashing
happens.
that.
Let's test the future farmers of America and their statements.
Those sheep growing motherfuckers don't know nothing, man.
So we continue. Wow.
Welcome back to the
continue to fly
podcast where
straight.
nobody can talk.
Exactly. We continued to fly straight, right? And finally, there was a little break in the fog to the left of the aircraft. It was at our 4 o'clock. It was a little break. Actually, no, that's a damn lie. That should have been 10 o'clock.
5 o'clock.
No,
I don't know
10
what
o'clock.
any of this means. It sounds like time, but I
he
don't
meant-
think it's time.
He meant 4:45.
It's 10 o'clock.
I feel like that's a joke, but I don't know. I don't get it. I'm
It
sorry.
was at our 10 o'clock, okay? So to the
Okay.
left.
AM or
Let's just say
PM?
to the left.
I don't get it.
PM. So, so we saw a break, right, where the city lights actually went through the fog, and it showed us that, oh, it's low-hanging fog. Nothing. Well, we assume nothing to worry about. All right. So
Again,
'cause-
you assumed again that there was nothing to worry
well, yeah,
about.
because we see it on the left side. That doesn't mean it's the same in front of us, because it's
Y'all
still
the
a
most
pitch black wall.
optimistic niggas I've ever heard of.
Pilots for you. So we keep flying straight, and eventually we flew over it, and yeah, we were chilling, we were fine. But then another interesting thing happened. Is as we're flying over the countryside, bro.
It's too many interesting things. It's too many interesting things for one night. You gotta. I cap my interesting things at about 4. Almost dying 3 times.
Hey, bro.
Wait, no,
that's exciting.
Jamie. If you almost die 1 time, it's
Yeah.
okay. 2 times,
It's okay.
3 times.
Well, now you're pushing it, but
Now
I'll still
you're
allow
pushing
it. But 4 times.
Yeah, no. But the weird part was when we flew over the countryside, it's like as if everyone in the country decided, all right, today's time to build a fucking bonfire. Because everywhere we looked was dots of bonfires. Everywhere. And they all look symmetrical. Like, they
Oh,
look
that's some cult
evenly.
shit.
Bro, they look evenly spread out, and it's like they were fucking grids. It was fucking insane. And we're like, what the fuck is going on right now? And
don't like
the
that.
doctor was like, hey, yo, for real, though, I heard some rumors that the KKK is out, in doing shit right now. And
Now
we're
wait,
like,
now wait just a goddamn minute.
yeah.
Now wait,
How did we
just
jump from
how
flying?
how do we get from pastrami sandwich to coordinated KKK bonfires?
Listen.
I don't believe no. I don't want nothing to do with it.
So, listen, this is not confirmed at all. He was just saying, like, listen, I was hearing this through social media. Maybe this is it. And we were like, this is way too fucking many, because that should be the entire fucking country. Because if so, we're fucked.
And also, we're not Alabama.
True.
We are Texas.
We are Texas. We're a little bit better, I guess.
No, but eventually we flew
Well.
back. We landed in Sugarland. Everything was safe and sound. But when we landed back, dude, it was almost like almost 4 in the morning type deal. It was close to 3. Didn't get back to 4, and I got like about 2 hours sleep. Went to work, and bro, I was
Wait, it's not a long flight to San Antonio.
we spent like
How many
almost-
hours were you in the air just staring at a black wall?
Staring at the
Well,
black wall.
you also got to remember it took us an hour and 48 minutes to land in San Antonio. Then we had about 3 hours inside San Antonio, 2 hours ish out either driving or eating, and then an hour just re-prepping the aircraft, getting it fueled up, also chilling in the pilots
Sounds
lounge.
like a lot of work just for a
Sounds like
pastrami
way
sandwich.
too much work.
I mean, yeah. So and then
The length to go.
and then
for a
an
pastrami
hour and a
sandwich.
half more of just flying back. So
Was the half just staring at the black wall?
well, we continually flied straight, so there was no deviation from the path. It was just part of the journey.
Stay the course, brother.
Yeah. So, but oh man, so I went back to work, right? And I was tired as fuck because I only had like about an hour and a half of sleep, 2 hours of sleep. As I went back to work, I was telling my boss, I was like, listen, I am going to the kids' lounge and I'm going to go to sleep. It's fucking closed. I just flew back from San Antonio.
He's like,
I'm
what?
sleeping.
I just saw you at like 8 p.m. yesterday. What do you mean? You just, what day is it?
No, you know, I actually left work early because I told my boss, I was like, hey, yo, I'm going to be flying to San Antonio to go eat dinner.
How
I'll
early
see
did you leave work?
I left work around like 4.
I feel like it's way too early.
Definitely. But my boss was like, dude, this sounds so cool. Just leave. And I was like, haha, sweet, dude.
So you just
Bro.
dicked around for like 5 hours?
Yeah, basically. Yeah.
In the air.
Yep. And then when I came back, my boss was like super excited to see me back. And he was like, dude, you gotta fucking tell me what happened. And I was like, bro, we almost fucking died. He was like, oh, shit, dude.
3 times.
And then I fell asleep. And then my VP came. Or not my VP, another VP came. It was like for the sales. So what's funny is they have like this huge ego about them being like, oh, I have mad money, so you should give me mad respect. At that time, I was, have you ever been like, or have you ever seen someone or been like so tired, but you feel so accomplished? And you have that look to you where you're like, you're tired, but fuck, you're one accomplished motherfucker. Like you just look like you just did
I
some
think
shit.
that's just the
I
1%.
may look like a tired bitch, but I'm still that bitch.
Yeah. Yeah, no, because, like, I guess I just had that attitude on because everyone kept coming towards me. He's like, hey, man, like, what's good, bro? Like, look like you did some stuff last night. What you do? And I'll be like, I just flew to San Antonio to go eat. No big deal.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then they'd be like, what? You flew to San Antonio and you here? And I was like, yeah.
Yeah. What you gonna do about it?
What do you want to fight?
So, and unfortunately, I was trying to go to sleep, but then the VP guy came along, and recently he got promoted to also be like, has a say in my side as well. So, I had to slightly listen to him. So I had to sit my ass back down on my fucking desk, and my boss was like, hey, bro, sorry, but it is what it is. Just try to fake it till you make it type deal. And I was like, all right, cool. But I guess I had this look of like, I did some shit. All the people that I knew came over to my desk. I'm telling the story to my coworkers, right? So I have my boss. I have my other coworkers from sales all over my desk. I have the people from the members of the gym coming over that I know.
And then you
all
also
over
had
my
the Yamil's
desk.
militia come through as well.
Yes, bro. And all right, just to tell you how I was sitting, okay? I had my leg propped up on the wall. I'm sitting in a fucking rolling chair, right? And I'm telling my story like, so no shit.
So let me tell y'all a little tale.
Exactly. And so I guess the VP was a bit dumbfounded on like how the fuck why he has so much attention on him, like why is he the cool guy right now?
I'm the VP. Look at me.
Exactly. So he comes over, right, and he's like, so like what's going on over here, right? As if like he was trying to shut the shit down. I was like, oh, I'm just telling the story of how I went to go eat at San Antonio last night. And he went, what the no you didn't, you're here. And I was like, yeah, no, I flew there. How much money are you making here? It's like,
Enough.
Just average amount of money, man.
How much money are you making?
Yeah, because he's making 6 figures easy. I'm not. So so that's why he was like, how much money are you making here, bro? And I was like, the average. Like, I don't know what you were expecting, my man. And so he just did not believe me. And I'd be like, all right, that's cool. Here's the photos. So I showed him the photos and shit. And he's like, oh shit, okay, you actually did this shit. And it was weird because it kind of looked like he was like pissed off that like I had like all the intention
I'm
on
the
me.
VP. I'm the cool one.
Yeah. He just looked pissed off because I know weird. Actually, I got reprimanded. Not reprimanded, but he talked mad shit about me a few days ago because I didn't give him the so-called respect that he deserves. Because I was just chilling, doing my work, and I treated him like a normal fucking human. I acknowledged him that he was my boss. I was like, "Hey, boss, how you doing? You know, cool." And then I just continued to treat him like a normal human. Because he was sitting behind me. I was just doing my shit.
You treated him like another bro.
Oh,
Bro,
for sure.
Yamil
sure.
is literally just a stereotypical '90s pilot. Like he's the Top Gun,
He's
Iron
Tom
Eagle
Cruise.
motherfucker. Yeah, exactly. He's like, man, I don't need. You're all just people. I'm wearing
Take
aviator
my
sunglasses.
breath away.
Anyway, that was fun on the pilot hour.
Oh,
on
yeah.
the So anyways,
Oh yeah. We can't constantly talk about this.
yeah. Now I'm gonna talk for an hour about how I sell chicken wings.
Ah yeah.
I mean, how you and I both sell chicken
Oh
wings.
yeah, how we sell chicken wings.
So we
So I
do
was selling
the,
chicken wings one day.
It does not come with a side of carrots. I got to make that clear.
Yeah, man.
So anyway,
that
I
shit
was flying.
cool. So anyway,
So
hey.
hey, I saw a tweet not too long ago that kind of like set me back, and
Wait, set you back like in age or like?
yes, I went back to 12 years old.
Oh my god.
It set
No,
me
but I
back
saw a tweet.
mentally a little bit. I forgot math.
I still don't know. I forgot who it was by. I couldn't remember the username, but it was they put Pop-Tarts are technically calzones. If you think
The
about
Italians
it,
are
you're
gonna
kind of right.
fight that man right now.
Man, that just started a civil war
The
somewhere.
Italian
But I mean,
government is
like-
trying to hunt that man down for talking mad shit.
Define one of y'all define a calzone.
It's a damn folded pizza.
It's a pizza bread, okay, pizza crust with pizza toppings inside, folded. It's like a taco.
No, you didn't just say what I just said, but with more
Yes.
words.
Hey, bro, you gotta
So
do more words, bro.
theoretically, I'm not saying this guy's right, but
Right?
theoretically, Pop-Tart crusts with Pop-Tart quote unquote toppings folded
Sprinkles.
and sprinkles to add a little bit more. And then it made me think about all the debates that me, you, and our friend Irmisele had
About how there's cocaine in Coca-Cola.
that's just a nationwide debate.
I mean, I
Boys.
thought that was like I thought that was real, like
James-
like back in the
Aw.
day. Aw.
No, that was definitely real back in the day, like for sure. That
Maybe.
generally
Yeah.
did happen.
But
But
it
it's
made
still
me, but it
definitely
made me
doing
think
great.
about our debates about bread sandwiches and loaves of bread.
Bread sandwich.
Bro, there's bread sandwiches. You put
They're-
2 slices of bread right on top and a slice of bread in the middle. Bread sandwich.
It's a bread sandwich. As long as it's sliced, it's a sandwich.
By
It's just it's
technicality.
an X amount Decker sandwich. It's not a loaf.
Eesh. It's harrowing to think that any food out there could just be sandwichified, and I feel like that takes away some of the dignity. Like if I had like a delicious filet mignon and I
Put that
slapped
bitch
it
in
in
the
between two
sandwich.
pieces of like Wonder Bread, like no one's gonna respect the filet mignon anymore, you know? Damn,
Mm.
sick.
But like, so then there's like classifications of like food. Like there's bread, and then hot dogs or tacos.
Yeah, like you know how like okay.
Hold
so
on a minute.
There's
Wait,
like
hold on. Did
what's
you
up?
just pass that? Hot
What?
dogs or tacos?
Yeah.
Oh, what the hell? Whoa. Hey, solid for catching that. I'm just going to slip that in. I'm going to slip that blasphemy in here.
Like-
Hot dogs are tacos.
Yeah.
Explain,
It's the same
explain.
because it's
Hey.
if the breading for a hot
If
dog
any-
doesn't rip.
wait. If anything, they're sandwiches.
No.
I need
Yes.
both of y'all to read a book.
No, it's not a
Because
hot dog is not a
dogs
sandwich.
Are just hot dogs.
It's between 2 pieces.
It's
of
one
bread.
bread. Hot dogs are one bread unless it tears. Once the
It's
little middle
in
bit tears,
between 2 pieces.
it's one piece
bread.
of
all right. It's in between.
it's
bread.
one piece of bread. You slice it down the middle, and it's one piece of bread.
Hey, bro. Hey, hot dogs are spaghetti, low key. I mean, if you think about it, it's the meat on top of just a pile of carbs.
So if
So it all kind of adds up. No,
It's
but
just
to be
chopped up.
honest,
It's a chopped
so
up.
Max,
no,
if
but to
you're-
be honest, hot dogs are low key a bowl of cereal. Because think about it.
Wait,
you got,
meat's in a bowl.
you
Wait,
got-
wait,
you got
wait.
you got the colored part on top of
Bread
the white
soup.
part.
no, have y'all? That's a real thing.
Wait,
Where
what?
they put they bake bread right into a bowl. They take out all the fucking fluff, put soup in it.
No,
I
it's
think
a
the
bread
Polish
bowl.
people do
It's
that.
a bread bowl.
Yeah, it's
of
a bread bowl.
soup.
It's
Yeah,
not bread soup. That's no.
I thought you
basically
meant
same
like
thing.
a soup made of bread. And
Yeah,
I felt
that's what I was about to be
physically
like,
ill
what?
thinking about it.
Hey, but that technically,
No, but a bread bowl is very different.
but technically,
Hot dogs
But
are
soup.
actually just popsicles, to be honest.
Whoa.
I mean, think about it. It's the colorful part with the brown part. Popsicles, bro.
so you're gonna put a popsicle in between bread?
Hey, man. Anything could be a sandwich. Oh, right. I had a whole thing that I was trying to say before Max uttered those blasphemous words. See, my thing about food would be, like, you know how there's like the Greek pantheon of gods.
Wait.
Hold no.
Wait.
Follow me. This is not your Naruto running pterodactyl thing. This is real. All right. Now, each one of them gods has a different thing, right?
Right.
I think that there's like 12 kinds of food that everything can be classified into. Like sandwiches, shit gonna be sandwiches, bro. Sandwiches gonna sandwich.
So
Burgers are sandwiches.
Wait.
Exactly.
Hold on. In that mindset, would you classify if you put milk in cereal? Would you classify it soup?
I guess.
I could see it.
Yeah, I could see that.
I mean, it's a bowl that's like
Depends. Do you
liquid
put the
in a
cereal
bowl.
first or the milk first?
You put the cereal first.
But not regular milk.
Hey, you said it. I was gonna let that one slip, but I'm glad we're all on our toes right now.
Yeah.
Don't ever normalize drinking cow juice, bro.
It's all about that oat milk.
Exactly.
It's all about the oat milk.
But like no, like how do you feel about people that put the milk in first?
They're obviously a danger to humanity.
No, see, look, okay, wait. But some
D'Angelo?
cereals need it.
Like what?
Okay,
on a
no,
minute.
like,
Whoa,
I'm
like
back
what?
and forth.
Oh,
like,
hold
you
on.
know, Frosted Flakes, you put the milk in second, right?
No.
In what
Well, you don't
scenario
like
do we
Yamil
put
doesn't
milk
like
first?
Frosted Flakes.
Oh, yeah. So,
Well, now I do.
Yamil's opinion means nothing to me in this specific instance.
Hey, you don't even like Fruit Loops.
That's true, but for Fruit Loops, I'd pour
Fruit
the milk
Loops are all the
first.
same. It's all this one fruit.
You poured the milk first in Fruit
For
Loops?
some Fruit Loops, yeah, because they float anyway.
Yeah, they do. Float
Yeah,
around.
see, the whole debate on who pours the milk first, it's
You
all.
disgust me.
I mean, even
It comes
even then,
down
I'm still gonna
to-
pour the Fruit Loops first.
See, but that's
Fruit
just
Loops always
that's
first.
just society training you to be sheep, bruh. Everything has its own.
The pouring
special
of milk is
order,
a
bro.
social construct.
It's a social construct, bro. Just like time.
Really,
Time,
time
was
is
created.
by man.
Yeah, exactly. Like, who are you to tell me I should have been here when the sun was at this angle, bro? You don't control the sun.
Real quick, though. So-
I said that.
when y'all were little, right? You know how they told you there's only like 3 states of matter? When was it when you realized, like, oh, there's way more than 4 states of matter?
And right the fuck now? What?
Oh,
There's
yeah.
solid, liquid, and gas.
Plasma.
What's
There's such thing as
plasma?
time crystals. There's... Yes, bro. There's
Wait,
there's
wait.
multiple states of dark
All right,
matter.
hold on.
Yeah.
Dormammu, I've come to bargain.
Hold on, Sonic the Hedgehog looking for the goddamn Chaos Emeralds. You're not just gonna slide past that like you
Time
didn't just say
crystals.
some.
Okay, yeah. I remember watching a video about like the different states of like matter and how there isn't just 3. There's a fucking plethora of matter. Yeah. But I remember they were talking about time crystals in general because that was the main purpose of the video.
Time crystals.
But the problem is, I watched it a pretty long time ago, and it was like one of those science channels that were like telling you, like,
Veritasium.
space.
Vsauce 2.
No, it definitely wasn't Vsauce. I just remember they were
Alex McConnell.
I just don't remember.
Hank Green.
They just talk a lot
Ooh,
about
I like
space.
Hank Green. Neil deGrasse Tyson. I got one too.
Nah. But yeah, he was explaining what a time crystal is and how it's actually a real thing that scientists actually created them. And
But
it's
what is it?
it's just a name, time crystals.
It's a crystal with
fuck.
some time.
It's like a 5th dimension
This
object.
crystal is
Fifth.
Yeah, if I remember
We're
correctly.
still trying to understand fourth.
this crystal is 6 o'clock. So do with that what you will.
I don't remember the specifics, but I'll definitely pull it up the YouTube video later
Jamie,
on.
pull. Oh,
We don't even have Jamie.
He'll be
But
back
yes.
one day.
One day we will have our fact checker back.
we love him.
Oh man.
So time.
Time crystals.
Yeah. What the fuck? Like no. What?
Yes, time crystals, a real legit thing.
What do you
Search 'em
remember
up.
about them being? Because you haven't said what they are.
This is like this.
I
Is,
just
this is
rem-
Max with the fucking
Man.
Naruto running kid all over again.
I'm 100% willing to explain that.
I don't think I want to know. I'd
know,
rather hear
I'm
about
really,
time
I'm really gonna have to
crystals.
look this up. I just remember time crystals because just like y'all, I was like, what? That's
Does it
a
have-
thing?
Does it have anything to do with time travel?
No.
I'm not interested.
Yeah, I think honestly it's just a name, but I do remember there was like, it was like a fifth dimension object or some shit. Again, I could be
Is it
spelling
just
bullshit.
is it just a
Now-
whack way of like a measurement?
No. It's like a
Oh,
genuine
yeah.
crystal.
Hey, how far are you? Oh shit, I'm about like 6 time crystals away.
Oh, you far.
Yeah, you far. Now, in this documentary, do you remember them saying anything about a black hedgehog running around saying, "I have to find that damn time
You
crystal"?
know, now that you say it, I think that was the guy speaking about it.
Maria.
Oh, but yeah, no.
Oh, we need Evan here for that one.
Yeah, he's really good at that voice.
Yeah, no, but yeah, no. After like, cause I remember like learning about the multiple states of matter, like when I was in like middle school and high school, and every time they'd be telling us like, oh, remember guys in science class, there's only 3 states of matter. I'd be like, what about plasma, bitch? What about fucking time crystals?
Bro,
But I mean,
fuck
like,
it.
our school system's fucked anyways.
I
We were
agree.
like, and they remember when they tried changing like when we were in mid high school.
Our lunch.
That too. But remember when we were in mid high school, they tried changing the whole like explanation of the Civil War. It was like, oh, states' rights.
Oh yeah, states' rights.
They
I mean,
tried
like,
changing
sure,
it.
that was a part
Like,
of it,
that was
but
a
let's
part of it,
be
but that's
real.
not the- that's-
Exactly, let's be real.
Oh yeah, dude. School, like, okay, so I only read half the book, but it was this
You
book
actually
called.
read the book?
You know what?
D'Angelo reads.
I read. My
He just
ass
doesn't like
off.
long walks on the beach.
Yeah, exactly.
Audio
So
book.
I read about half this book called, I think it was called like What My Teacher Never Told Me or something like that.
Oh, I think I heard
And there's just like, and like it had the whole first chapter was just dogging on school textbooks, like how like they're written by just people,
Mm-hmm.
like just like you never really think about it, but like there's a whole 2 pages in there about just the authors, and a lot of that stuff is just
It's just a curation.
dude, it's all just like propaganda.
Actually,
So y'all learned about Helen Keller in school,
Yeah.
right?
We actually learned about Helen Keller way too early. They taught us about Helen Keller like in elementary school. When
I
we
That
were,
is
like,
true.
in
Yeah,
first
that
grade.
is true.
And I was just like,
remember,
why do we need to know this?
early.
yeah.
But,
I don't. I
um,
never remembered why
The
we learned
book,
about it.
and everyone, feel free to look this up for yourselves because I don't have the full.
We don't have Jamie.
Yeah, I don't have the full info, and I don't have my Jamie with me. But what they had all this stuff, and I was like, dude, why do I care? I mean, not like why do I care? Like I was learning, okay, history, women's rights, blind and
But we
deaf
also
rights.
were very young.
But also, oh yeah, I was also like 10. So I didn't.
Yeah, so we also.
stupid.
I'm not gonna lie
did
to
y'all
you,
know that
at
she was
10, I
a
didn't
huge
care.
like communist supporter.
Helen
Oh,
Keller?
Helen Keller.
actually didn't
believe
know
it.
that.
Like huge, like that was her. I think like one part specifically stood out to me where it was like even like on her deathbed, she was writing like fan mail to this huge communist leader
Karl
in
Marx?
jail. I don't
Wow.
remember exactly, but like, why are you gonna talk to me about her and not bring that up? Like that
Yeah.
seems like
Like,
a big
yeah,
part.
that's kind of
Actually,
important.
like
that-
it's almost as much as her like women's rights and her blind and deaf stuff.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It's almost as big as that. in
But that's
her
also
life.
like just an American
Real
thing. Where it's
quick,
like we
though.
have to block out as many communism things as possible.
Oh yeah, true. But also, real quick though, like, what is something that like you learn like today that completely changed your perspective on like certain individuals? Like, I'll tell you mine first. So for me, it was like George Washington, right? Like
He's an
all
asshole?
throughout. No. Well,
worst guy.
hold on. Not just that, right? So when I first, obviously in like the public school system, right? The way how you learn is like, oh, he was a really fucking great guy, brought us our freedoms.
He chopped down the
Yeah.
cherry tree and this and that.
Yeah,
He had
he's an
wooden
honest
teeth.
individual. Exactly. And then I went to college, and then
Mhm.
my perception of him completely changed. I had this amazing professor, okay? And he was like, all right, guys, who likes George Washington? Almost everyone raised their hand as American, right? And then they were like, he was like, what do you know about him? So obviously we're like, yeah, he like led the revolution. He was a great strategist. You know,
I heard he was
won.
shit.
No,
Dude, bro, that was the thing that caught me off guard. He was like, hey, guess what? All of that answer,
No,
fucking wrong.
yeah, I heard like
Yeah.
he,
so
like,
let-
I
let
heard
me
like he let a
explain.
lot of his soldiers die.
Yeah. Oh, and let me explain. So he was telling us the like genuine history of like what actually happened. This George Washington got most of his fucking troops killed. The only reason why they kept following him because his charisma was at plus 20, dude. Like, like the French sent over this guy named fucking Lafayette, right?
Oh,
Who
I
was the
remember this.
real reason why we actually started
Yeah, let's
winning
just watch
fucking
Hamilton.
battles?
I was thinking like let's watch like The Patriot, but
Ooh.
Still, but
I mean it's still propaganda. But hey,
I agree.
good
Still,
story.
so it wasn't until they sent over Lafayette because they were like, "Wow, these motherfuckers are about to lose the fucking war."
These guys
So they sent
suck.
over Lafayette, right? Lafayette was talking to George Washington and was like, "Hey, bro, this is like the strategies we need to do." And George Washington would be like, "Nah, I got this. Lose battles."
I chopped down
Yeah.
a
I mean,
damn
like,
cherry
George
tree,
Washington,
alright?
he was like young though when he started leading, right?
Oh,
was like a
also, wait.
teenager.
Here's something you also don't realize. George Washington started off the first genuine World War. The War of 1812 was the
Oh.
first actual World War.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
You know why? George Washington was leading a group of British soldiers to like some form of like camp or something that the French had, just to like check out what they were doing, and they had specific orders not to kill the French.
So was the War of
Here's-
1812 just a game preview?
Yes, and here's the thing that happened: the Indians that they had with them.
It was the demo.
The early access.
Yeah, the problem was the Indians that George Washington had with his troops fucking slaughtered the French, and then guess what happened? The French figured it out and was like, "Oh well, fuck you, Britain, war," and then everywhere there was war.
I have my own thing about George Washington. I mean, yeah, I never knew that he was a bad at the whole army thing, but you know, they had when I was younger, they had this whole like cartoon that they would always show us. You know, like the one day when the teacher was hungover,
Schoolhouse Rock?
and they like bring in the TV. No, it was just like specific
was
cartoon
like a-
about George. It was like something history.
I think I know what you're talking
Yeah,
about.
yeah. So they went about George Washington. I was like, oh, that's cool, man. He had like the wooden teeth, this and that. You know, his teeth weren't wooden.
They weren't. Oh no, they were
They
different
were-
animals, right?
They were slave teeth.
Oh,
He had dentures made out of slaves.
oh
teeth.
fuck! I didn't know that.
So I mean, that wasn't the specific thing that put me off to George Washington. It was the whole slave. Like he was bad.
Yeah.
Him and Thomas Jefferson.
Mm-hmm.
But there was this comedian that I was listening to the other day, and he said, "Yo, I don't believe anything that George Washington said because he didn't say any of that shit. A black man said all that shit because that's a black man's teeth in his mouth."
What?
He's not wrong.
Yeah, fuck George Washington.
Nah.
No, but like after like honestly, that professor made us change a whole bunch of our opinions from people that like we didn't like
That's the
Really
thing.
learn?
College professors
good college professors.
good college professors should be public school teachers.
You know why?
Yes.
You know why they're good? You know why they can
getting
like
paid?
they can like change our perceptions and
'Cause they went to school for that?
and give us these like paradigm shifts. It's because they're paid. They're paid so much more, and they have like the whole tenure thing. So it's like, all right, you know what you're talking about. We're gonna pay you just regardless. Like you can tear down the whole propaganda of the American school system, dude. Whatever.
That's
I
another
don't
thing
know.
too
You're gonna
about
get
teaching is
these
that like
bands.
obviously to teach you need to know what you're talking about. Like that's just a given. But just because you know what you're talking about doesn't make you a good teacher. It's how you teach. Because there's like plenty of people that know like a shit ton of history that would just be horrible history teachers, horrible history professors, and that I wouldn't want anyone to be in their class for the life of me. One of like our English professor.
Fuck that person.
She knows her stuff, but she
Yes,
was just
but
she was just bad at teaching.
Horrible.
She was horrible teaching.
Yes.
And I think that's something that should be kind of more focused on when teachers go to school.
That's why I'm loving the site Rate My Professor. Truly get a nice insight on what the fuck's going on. in
Rate My
here.
Professor's
I've
great.
read the funniest stuff on Rate My Professor.
Really?
Like it'll be like 2 or 3 of them will be like, "Oh man, they were so nice. They were so genuine. Oh, you just have to like try in their class." And then the next was like, "Dude, I didn't show up for 16 days and then he failed me. What a bitch." I'm like, "Yeah, I don't think that's their fault, big dog. I think that one specifically is
Bro,
on
you know, I was actually talking to a professor that a lot of people hated. It was you remember her? A lot of people hated her. Actually, me and her were super fucking chill.
I remember you and Araceli hated her at first.
Yeah, because she was just really bitchy, like, and just demanded a lot. But once you got to know her and like got on her good sides, she relaxed on you super hard. stupid hard.
It's because
So-
they're all people, you know.
Yeah. So actually, I just passed her class just because I had such a good relationship with her. Because
That-
if not, I would have failed so
Bro,
fucking
no, that's how
miserably.
I passed my world history class with my professor. I didn't do a single assignment in that class, and he gave me an A.
Bro, I never
boy.
passed a single actual fucking essay from her because she was always like, it's all. She always fails everyone's essays, right?
What?
Yes. No, because her demand was stupid high. And so the thing was, like, every time she'll fail us, right?
Isn't she shooting herself in the foot? Because, like, I might
Yes.
be wrong in this, but, like, don't professors get, like, a bonus for every passing student they have?
I don't know.
Or, like, a certain
Not a
amount of passing
bonus,
students?
but I think if you don't have tenure, then if a lot of your students fail, then you get like a bad mark.
Yeah.
Unless you have tenure, then it's like, because I had a professor who said, "Yo, I have tenure. Y'all could all fail," and I was like, "Oh, okay, sorry."
Yeah. No, but with her, right? Because like basically everyone failed. At least like for the first couple of times, like first essays, everyone would fail. Everyone. And it was like slowly like your essays will like get better and better, and then you'll pass the class depending if she liked you or not. And so she was telling me a story about how one time she failed this one student, and the student came up to her, right, and was like, "Hey, listen, like, you know, I don't know why I'm failing your class. I think I should really deserve the pass, you know. I did all this and this and this." And apparently she was like a horrible student in general. So the professor was like, "Fuck you. You're ass. Like, there's no way I'm gonna pass you." Was old, so she did not give a fuck. And so she was telling me how like she was leaving her parking lot, okay,
Oh, no.
in her car, and then she got like fucking T-boned, okay? She gets fucking out of the car like dazed. Guess who's outside the car screaming at Professor? The same student that she fucking failed T-boned Professor fucking car,
Oh my
going,
God.
"You
What
made
the
me do
fuck?
this," right?
Oh
The
my
fucking
God.
student went to fucking jail.
No,
for
yeah, they
assault.
should have. That's
Yeah.
fucked
Whoa.
up.
Yes, yes. And so now Professor has like trust issues with people like that are failing her class, and they're like
Okay.
begging her to like, you know, pass, because like ever since that moment, like wow, like I don't blame her, but like damn.
I mean, good thing you got out of her class when you did.
yeah, no, I mean I only did one semester with her because Loki, she was hard as fuck. Even if I passed, I only passed because I had a good relationship. If it was genuine work, I'm pretty sure she would have failed me regardless. Like shit. But yeah, man. See, that's what I like about having high charisma, bro. You just pass.
Emil's a
Just
natural.
Intelligence
He's a natural
score,
bard.
whatever, but charisma score.
Hey, bro. If you can talk your way into passing, it's good for me.
That's gonna bite you in the ass one day.
Yeah, bad.
But is it really though?
Bite.
Yeah, but in what way though?
We're gonna find out.
Because like I highly doubt I need to write a 12-page essay about the fucking
About planes.
whatever.
So
I
the
forgot
plane
whatever the
go
fuck
up
you
into
write about.
L.
But yeah, I
and
highly doubt I
then
need to write a
I
12
fly
page
through
essay.
the cloud.
Yeah, I'm gonna find fucking airplanes. And so far, I've been making straight A's, motherfuckers.
Dude,
Ooh,
I
can't
had
relate.
a teacher. So my sophomore year, somebody went to jail. Something happened with another teacher. My teacher had to go sub in for that one, so we just didn't have a teacher the whole semester for I think it was like geography.
Oh fuck, that happened to
something like
me
that?
freshman year
Yeah.
of
Dude.
high school.
We just like a new sub every week, and they were like, "Oh, I'm gonna like." Some of them tried to teach, some of them were like, "I'm just a sub." So like geography, still barely anything. Cause like, dude, one time we had a test and it was just a sub, and he was bored. So I was taking my test. I had my book open at my feet, just on the ground where anybody could see it, to the exact page where the map was, and I was just, oh, okay, yeah, for sure.
No, you know the saddest thing that happened to me was, I think it was freshman year. It was in geography class, and then the first day, not the first day, because the first day was always syllabus day. Then the second day of school, the geography teacher was like, "All right, just because I'm curious, this will be an extra credit grade for the year. Everyone draw a map of the world, lateral map. So just draw all the continents and everything." Half of the class got 50.
50 what?
50 out of 100
50 out of 100 what?
points.
Like they
Or
couldn't
bonus points.
they couldn't draw the world, you're saying?
They didn't put the continents in the wrong spots. Like they put Africa where South America is.
Wow.
And a few of them just forgot about Europe.
Wow. Well, Europe of all things.
Europe of all things.
I would understand if it was like Australia or some shit.
Yeah,
Europe?
that was my first thought. I was like, oh, and they all forgot Australia. No, they just
No, they
couldn't.
forgot Europe. They just
Wow.
drew a giant circle and they just put Asia/Russia.
Wow.
I'm
Wow.
like, first of all, that's only half right.
it's oh boy.
Yikes.
So back to my thing real quick. So after all of our subs, right, we got this guy. I'm not gonna say his name, but he's still to this day one of my favorite teachers because he came in, he saw that that class was just a shit show, the whole thing, and he was like, all right, well, I gotta clean this bitch up because like the final was coming and we didn't know shit. Past that final and that class, anyway, great guy. Talked to him all the time. I ended up, what was that? 2 years later, or no, the next year, I went on a cruise in Mexico. Like, so we drove to Mexico, and then like the cruise took us, cruising. And
Really?
Yeah. The cruise hit cruise control. So I'm just like in the cruise, vibing, whatever. I hit like the drink bar. I bump into this guy. I'm like, oh, sorry, excuse me. And he turns around and he's just like, D'Angelo? And I went, oh. It was my history. It was my geography teacher. Dude, I screamed. I was like, how did you find me? And he looked so just like confused and angry.
How did you find me?
Yeah. He was like, are you following me? I was like, yeah. You'll never be rid of us. There are always students. It was so great. I ended up having him, I think, one more year, but it was great. And then at the very end, I think I'd already turned 18 before I graduated. I think we all do. But I was like, on like the last day, I went up to him and I was like, so, Mr. Whatever. I think I'm gonna start calling you by your first name now because we're friends. We went on that cruise together. That was cool. And he was like, don't say it like that. Don't say it like we like planned a cruise together. And I was like, yeah, just me and my buddy, blah blah blah. Hanging out on a cruise, chilling on beaches, picking up women, right, bud? And he was like, no, not at all. I was there with my wife and my children. And I was like, yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna start calling you by your first name. And he was like, no, not until you graduate. And it was so great because the second I walked off the stage, I saw him. And I screamed at him from like across the.
I can see that you're just over there like,
oh, Joseph, I passed. Chris, it's me, Chris. We're homies now. You're proud of me.
We'll be going on another cruise.
Let's go on another cruise, big dog. Leave the families this time.
Just the boys.
Just like last time.
oh,
But no, yeah, man. Shout out him. That was a great teacher.
That's cool. Man, my boss has a really funny story about him going into a cruise, about how he went over to Mexico, right? And it was him and his cousin. And his cousin has a family, and so they go to the cruise.
Flex.
They go to the cruise, right? They go spend the night in this really fancy hotel, right? And so, just for you listeners, my boss has some insane game when it comes to picking up women, okay? So, apparently he comes back with like a whole bunch of chicks with him, right? That he has no idea what they're saying, by the way, because he only speaks Spanish, most of them, right? They try to bring him back to the hotel. The hotel denies them entry because they're like, whoa, that's way too many like people to go in like one room. Like apparently he had that many. So they're like, yeah, no. So they turned down all the women, right? All the girls had to leave. My boss. Oh, don't you worry. It's really easy. So my boss, right, was like, damn, fuck. Like,
shit.
They just cock blocked me here. Like, what the fuck, man? And apparently, the dude that drove him around was like, "Hey, so you were trying to bring those chicks into the hotel?" And he was like, "Yeah." He was like, "So, there's a spot
Oh my god.
that we know."
Is this
So,
the smash pad?
bro, they went to a oh my god, a brothel
Oh
over
my
there.
God.
Yeah.
Wait. I'm sorry. Where was this?
In Mexico.
Oh, a Mexican brothel.
Yes.
And he walked out alive.
Yes.
Good for
so
him.
he goes in there, right? And he said that when you go in, like you're greeted with a dude with an AK, and they're like, checking your shit out, make sure you're obviously not gonna fucking do any weird shit. And then you go in, and then they line all the women up. Okay, they line them up for you, and then you choose the women that you want to smash with. Now, apparently, his cousin was like, "Oh, I want you, I want you, I want you, I want you," and then people were like, "Okay, you can't like smash them all. Like, pick one. Like, fuck. And by the way, you're paying." And so,
This isn't a goddamn buffet, all right?
yeah, yeah. So,
we have class here.
yeah. So ours chooses who he wants, right? And apparently has like an amazing time. And so then after that, they leave, right? Obviously, they gotta pay.
For the
right?
audio listeners, me and Max are looking at each other very uncomfortably.
So they leave, right? And apparently, like his cousin kept. By the way, apparently his cousin had like a family at this point, right? And they're
Brag.
so his cousin was like, "Hey, bro, we gotta go back. We gotta go back." It's like, listen, all because we left there once doesn't mean we're gonna leave there again. Like,
the fuck?
Oh boy.
Hey,
I
I'm
like how I
telling you-
had this nice story about like teachers believing
Can
in
we
me.
go back to the story about you almost dying 3 times?
It's just basically the same shit.
Hey, that guy probably also almost died
Hey,
3
you-
times.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm
2 of
telling
them were from the girl.
you- Oh shit.
Possibly.
boy.
You'll never know.
Hey, you never know.
Yeah, hey, bro. I'm just saying this man has some insane stories about what he's done in his life. Just in fact that he's just even here being my boss, telling me this shit, and I'm like, dude, this your boss? What? That's insane. But yeah, I think that's it for this session, correct?
Yeah. Good length.
Absolutely.
That's what she said.
Yeah.
So
Great
yeah,
way to end
we'll go ahead and end this one here. Hope y'all enjoyed.
Who's gonna end it? Oh, Max. I'm sorry. Yeah, no, go on.
Did you want to end it?
No. I thought that we had like a specific.
We're
I'm
always
shut up.
confused.
I'll be off the podcast next week.
So yeah,
asking
we hope y'all had a
questions.
good time and y'all have a great night. We'll catch you in the next one.
Say no to big milk.
You're
Fuck Big Milk.